Alright then, lads, time for another mail call. It's mainly small... Now wait, before you go. The small stuff, that's the stuff that you probably don't know about, okay? Everybody knows about Gaia's Stronghold, Volrath's Cradle, Tolarian Parking Garage, Sylvan Bookmobile. Everybody knows about those, the big cards. The small cards, the ones that really can work well in specific decks, those are the ones you need to hear about. And that last, Sylvan Bookmobile, that's a missed opportunity. That should have been a 1 colorless, 1 green, 3/3 vehicle with beginning of your upkeep. You can rearrange the top 3 cards of your library. At max speed, instead use Scry 3. It would have been great, but they didn't do that, did they? So this is stuff I picked up from LGS today. Like I said, it's all small stuff, but okay, starting with Gravity Well. 1 green. Whenever a creature flying attacks, it loses flying. I've got 2 decks, heavy green, that are pretty weak against flyers. Tivar, who's black-green, and Voya, who's green, red, white. Voya only has 1 flying creature. Tivar has no flying creatures. He's got about, I think, 6 with reach, and he's got Spider Silk Armor. Spider Silk Armor gives all your creatures +0/+1, and can block creatures flying as though they didn't have flying. It essentially gives them the reach under the old wording. So this, I'm probably going to put it in Voya, try it out, see how it works, get a foil one, put that into Tivar, but it's, I don't know, the art is just kind of there. I mean, you've got some flying creatures getting sucked into a vortex. It's from Zendikar, so... Anyway, and I got another diamond pickaxe. So my LGS had another one, so I picked up another one. The first one I got, of course, went to Corva. So he can go infinite with it. Assuming I have 5 lands, ways to untap the lands, and an aggravated assault. But essentially he becomes self-feeding. So Corvald, if he has a diamond pickaxe equipped, he gets +1/+1 from the pickaxe. And whenever he attacks, you create a treasure. So it's got an attack trigger, not a damage trigger. The problem with Reaver Cleaver, it's a damage trigger. It gives you more treasures, but the creature has to do damage. Not that difficult, but still. Diamond Pickaxe. So when I attack, I can stack my triggers. So first, I get the treasure, and then I need to sacrifice to Corvald. So I can sacrifice the treasure that was just made to Corvald. Meaning, I don't need to sacrifice anything else. So feeding. Call a surprise witness as this Chuchka Falls. I didn't know about these. These are from Karlov Manor. So I was looking up surprise. There's another card with surprise that I wanted, and when I looked up in my LGS, it had this. So it's a 1 and a white sorcery. Return target creature with CMC 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it just pulls it. Let me take a sip of my beer. So it's kind of like Sun Titan. It pulls a smaller creature directly out of your graveyard back into play with a flying counter. So it's flying and it's a spirit. And I thought, that's kind of cool. I got 2 of these. So I'm going to put 2 in one of my modern decks. Soul Sisters, I think. Give it a go, see how it works. This is what I was looking for. Goblin Surprise. Okay, just fucking lay down, you stupid idiot. He doesn't want to stand up because I keep knocking him over with my fingers. Okay, Goblin Surprise. 2 in a red. Instantly choose 1. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, or create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. This is going to go into Aurelia and replace... I forget the name of it. I'll probably remember it. Let me just look it up. Fuck. Anyway, it's a one colorless red sorcery that creates 3 goblin tokens. But it's a sort of Hordling Outburst. So it creates 3 goblin tokens at sorcery speed. This can create 2 at instant speed, plus it has another mode. So this will either completely replace the Hordling Outburst, or it will supplement it. I'll take something else out, although I don't know what else I would take out. So that's the surprise I was looking for. And then this is the other surprise I was looking for. Surprise! Smuggler surprise! Green and spree. So 1 green to get it started. +2 mill 4 cards. You can put 2 creature and land cards from among the milled cards in your, yeah, whatever. +5. So 6 mana at instant speed. So 4 colorless green. You may put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, that's kind of cool. Green and 1 creatures control the power 4 greater, regarding hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. That's really what I got it for. I got this for T-War. The problem is, it takes a bit of finesse, takes a bit of struggle to get the creatures up to 4 power. Now, if I have Coat of Arms out, it's pretty fucking easy. But if I don't, it takes some work. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put this. I'll put it, maybe I should put this into Korvold, because he does have some bigger creatures. I could put this into Korvold instead of Defense of the Heart. Defense of the Heart is an enchantment, 3 and a green. During your upkeep, if an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, you can sacrifice Defense of the Heart, search your library for 2 creatures, put them into play. The problem is, Defense of the Heart sits there, and your opponents have 3 opponents, 3 turn cycles to deal with it, to get rid of it. The fact that my opponents usually don't is their problem. I play it, and if it comes back to me, and one of them has 3 creatures, and I trigger it, they had ample opportunity to get rid of it. That said, doing it at instant speed, even though it costs 2 more mana, is probably a better idea. So I might put this into Korvold Plus, giving my creatures power 4 greater, hexproof and indestructible. Well, by default, that's Korvold. Giving him hexproof and indestructible is probably a good idea. How much would it cost? That would cost 6, 7. That would cost 7. Wow. Surprise. So yeah, not only did I get the Showcase Edition Colorless Rites Witness, I got 2 set foils. They do the same damn thing. And I want to try them in one of my commander decks. I'm not sure which one or which 2 really need it. But it's pretty, it's got a lot of potential. 1 in a white, bring back a dead creature, mana value, CMC 3 or less. So I'm looking at Aurelia right now, up on the screen. So Adeline, Brimaz, Devilish Valet, let's see, Goro Goro, Goblin Rappelmaster, Gitu Slinger, Krinko, 10 Straight Kingpin, Pashalik Mons, Legion Warboss, Legion Loyalist, Regal Bunnicorn, Squee, Dubious Monarch, Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic is now she's now flying, she's a 1/2, and her ability triggers again. So, like I said, it's got potential. I just don't know where I was going to put it. It's one of those cards that it's cheap enough that you might as well get a couple. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's shiny.
Yeah, she's a ghost.
Why do you have 2 of them?
Because I want to put it in 2 different decks.
Okay.
And these, I got 2 of these at the same card with different art. And I'll probably put that into one of my modern decks.
Okay.
Maybe just in the sideboard, but...
When will you eat that jelly guy?
He's the mascot of my channel. Everybody loves seeing him, so why would I eat him?
I don't know.
And I wouldn't eat him, I'd just eat his eye, and that seems kind of mean. How would you like it if some schmuck came along and ate your eye?
Well, I got him in Halloween, so his eye is probably off.
Well, it's made of sugar. It's sugar and jelly, so it's not going to rot, and it's hermetically sealed.
Okay.
Look, Reapy Jeep.
Reapy Cheap and Peepy Cheek.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just in Narnia. The chief of the talking mouse of Narnia, that's Reapy Cheap, and I think his son, or his the one,
So what do you think this would be? Reapy Jeep or Peepy Jeep?
Probably Peepy Cheek.
Peepy Cheek.
No, because Peepy Cheek, he's the younger one, and he has next place as the leader.
Okay, so you think he would be a good leader of the mouse army?
Probably.
The mice kingdom?
Yeah, probably.
The kingdom of the mice.
Kingdom of the mice. Kingdom of the mice. Kingdom of the mice. Okay, bye-bye everyone.
Ciao, ciao. So this stack is stuff I traded from Cube. I gave him a Patriarch's Bidding and Swiftfoot Boots and some of it. Again, it's small stuff, okay? But there might be some interesting things in here. There were interesting things to me, and I've been playing for 30 years. So if I find them interesting, you might find them too. This is just a token, though. I just got this because I liked it. I liked the art. I liked that it's shiny. I thought it's cute. I love Bloomburrow. I fucking love it. I'm really tempted to buy a set of Bloomburrow just for the art. But I would break it up pretty quickly to employ some of the cards in Commander decks, I'm sure. Anyway, so this, I don't know what the hell makes it. I just wanted it. Same with this guy. I don't know what the hell makes him. But he's fucking hilarious. He's cute. So, got these two tokens. Got this for the art. So, Omar Ryan. Omar Ryan is one of my favorite artists. I am not liking this foil, though, because the foil makes the art indistinct. I mean, it's really hard to see. So, I'm probably going to let my daughter have this Junkblade Bruiser and get a flat one so the art is cleaner. Anyway, what does he do? If I were going to use him. So 3 red, green hybrid for a 4/5 trampling Raccoon Berserker, which that's pretty cool. A Raccoon Berserker. Whenever you expend 4, he gets +2/+1. Expend 4 as you spend your 4 total mana to cast spells. The fuck? So if I cast something for 2 and I cast something else for 2, that's how that works. And he gets +2/+1 till end of turn, so it'd be a 6/6 trampler. That sounds like a lot of work. I also got this Season of Loss. I'm thinking putting this in the Hirobi. So I play the blue one on Arena. That's how I know a lot of the Bloomburrow cards, because I play Arena sometimes. So 3 black. Choose up to 5 paw worth of modes. May choose the same mode more than once. 1, each player sacks a creature. 2, draw a card for each creature you control that died this turn. 3, each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Okay. So I'm assuming since this all triggers at the same time, if I were to choose 3 and double 1, so everybody sacrifices 2 creatures, and each opponent loses X life, where that's the number of creature cards from your graveyard, and that should count the creatures that just went there. It's one of those cards where it's weird, and I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'm willing to try it out. And the art, I don't know what the hell is going on. I really don't know. It looks like there's some kind of monster here. A snake. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I have no idea. Prosperous Bandit. I just got this guy because he's cute. So what does he do? 2 in a red for 2/2 Offspring 1. So I guess when he comes to play, I spend 1 and I get a copy of him. Is that how that works? I don't fucking know. First strike, and whenever he hurts somebody, I create them and he tap treasure tokens. Scrap Shooter. And I just got this from the art too. 1 green for 4/4 Reacher. Raccoon Archer. Gift a card. So when he comes into play, if a gift was promised, destroy target artifact or enchantment opponent controls. Alright, so all I have to do, so for 3 mana, I get a 4/4, and I just let somebody draw a card, and then I can blow up one of their things. That's fair. Vine-Wrap Mentor. Squirrel Druid. So black and a green for a 3/2 Squirrel Druid. When he comes to play or dies, create a food token. Okay, that's not so bad. Probably a draft card. Probably nothing I'd do. Well, if I were playing more of a... Ooh. What about Muldrotha? What if I put this in Muldrotha just for fun? Just to have something cute in Muldrotha. So he comes into play, I get a food token. He dies, I get a food token. And then Muldrotha, if I don't have any other creatures that are more valuable to resurrect, she could resurrect him and I get another food token. Huh. Okay, so that might work for Muldrotha. This guy... excuse me. This guy is going into Edric. This guy, he's got a really interesting ability, but it's an attack trigger. So what's going to happen when he attacks? He's a 1/3. He's going to fucking get killed. He's 1 in a blue, vigilant rat rogue. So he's got blue creature with vigilance. How many are there of those? Sarah Sphinx, probably, and that's it. I can't think of any other blue creatures, mono blue creatures with vigilance. Oh, he can't be blocked with creatures power to regret. I didn't read that. I didn't read that at all when I tried it from Cube. I read this part and I thought, oh, that's fucking cool. So whenever this little bastard attacks, up to 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls loses all abilities until my next turn. If it's a creature, it also has base power toughness 2/2 until my next turn. So... if he's in Edric, Edric has Tatum Ozaka Fugitive. He's got Sun Quan, Lord of Wu, to give horsemanship. So if I have either one of those dudes in play, he's unblockable. But still, he can't be blocked with creatures power 2 or greater, so if I gave him any kind of equipment, whatever he blocks him, whatever can block him is going to die. So he actually, he's better than I thought. Oh, I need to get more of these. Ooh, I want to put one of these into Brago now. Oh, fuck yeah, this guy's cool. Then I got this guy. I just love it. You've got a giant fucking teapot. You've got this happy-ass raccoon. He's probably high on mushrooms. Green for a 3/3 raccoon scout. And he should be an herbalist. He's high. He's high on shrooms. Look at that. Look how happy he is. He's tripping balls, man. As long as there are 4 more card types among cards exiled with this guy, he gets +4/+4 and trample. Oh, shit. So, for 2 green, if I exile cards from graveyard, there's the potential for him to be a 7/7 trampler for 2 green. Now, you look at this guy, and you think, okay, he's kind of a junk rare. No. In Commander, what is it? What is that guy? I can picture his fucking art. I know what he does. I just can't remember his goddamn name, so I'm looking up Hirobi. Hirobi, show me what that guy's name is. Because I know you have one. Hirobi, you don't have one? You lazy motherfucker. Who has one? Probably... who the hell has one of these guys? Sig, do you have one of these guys? No. Who the hell did... if I can remember his goddamn name, this would be a lot easier. A lot easier. Anyway, he's double black. He's 2/2. Karavik probably has one. Withered Wretch. So I remember the name even before I finish. So Withered Wretch. He's black. So this guy's green. He's black and 2/2. He's a zombie cleric. And he does spend 1, exile a card from graveyard. This guy is green for a 3/3, not a 2/2. Of course, he has no zombie synergies because he's not a zombie, but he can exile cards from graveyards. He can act as graveyard control. Oh, man. I'm going to have to put him in a deck, too. Okay, so this stack from Cube, this stack I got because it's cute. Oh, wow, it's a lot better than I thought. And the battery alert is going. And then I did a trade earlier. So I got this Giro Voices of Fear. For all these 4 cards I'm going to show you, I gave him a Modern Horizons 2 Windswept Heath and a foil Stirring Wildwoods. So it was a pretty good deal. 2 green-blue for a 3/3 human druid. At the beginning of combat in your turn, up to 1 target land you control becomes an XX green and blue bird creature with flying and haste until end of turn, or X the number of cards in your hand, still a land. Whenever a land creature control smashes into somebody, draw a card. Okay, so she's interesting. She has potential. I got her for the art, and I got her because that's an interesting ability. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but maybe Animar, just for fun. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I also get the Saheeli, the Sons of Bruin. Financially, she's like nothing. Blue-red for a 2/2 human artificer. Blue-red tap, create a token that's a copy of another target creature or artifact you control, except its artifact editions of the types. Gains haste, sack at the beginning of the next end step. So I could copy anything. The problem is blue-red. She could go into Nekazar. She could go into Kenrith. Ooh. Kenrith might. Okay, so I was thinking of what to do with Saheeli, because she has potential. And then the battery died. Now, if I put her into Nekazar, which is kind of the logical place for her because Nekazar has become an artifact deck, what could I copy? I could copy, artifact, creature artifact. So Solemn Simulacrum, and if I sacrifice it, I get to draw a card. I could copy Spellskite, so I've got a second one for a little while. If somebody's going to target one of my things, I could use her to copy the Spellskite, let the token eat whatever's happening, and then I still have Spellskite. I can also use her to copy Tishana's Tidebinder. The token comes into play. It's a copy of Tishana's Tidebinder, so it would counter an activated or triggered ability. Urtai Resurrected. If I copy him, I can kill something or counter a spell. Venser, I can bounce something. And then artifacts. Let's see. So, what artifacts would be worth copying? Memory Jar? Oh, man. If I have Nekazar out, and I make a token of Memory Jar, and I break it, everybody draws 7 and takes 7 damage, and then I can break the real jar, and everybody draws 7 and takes 7. Oh, man. Oh, man, she has potential. And then I got this, Final Showdown. I'm probably going to put it into Sigarda. Sigarda is my green-white deck, where everything dies but my stuff. Has a lot of board wipes, has a lot of ways to wipe the board, and a lot of ways to keep my creatures from being wiped off the board. So to instantly, for 6 mana, give one of my creatures indestructible and kill everything else, that's what she does. That suits her down to the ground. So, yeah, Sigarda is probably the best place for this. And I also got this, Dawn's Truce. So 1 and a white, gift a card. So I was thinking about this card. Wouldn't it be funny if your opponent could refuse the gift? Wouldn't it be funny if part of the card said, you promise a gift, but your opponent can refuse? I mean, it would have added a lot more text and would have added a lot more complexity. But you and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. If the gift was promised, permanents you control also gain indestructible until end of turn. It would be more of a truce if the opponent you select has the capacity to refuse the gift, so your permanents do not gain indestructible until end of turn. Don't you think that would add an interesting dynamic? Another layer of political play, political trickery to it? I do. I really do. Because right now it's okay. So 1 and a white, you let somebody draw a card, and basically you have Teferi's Protection. You have Heroic Intervention for white, basically. But it'd be kind of funny if your opponent could say, fuck you, I don't want your goddamn gift. I want your shit to go away. Alright, so this is the last one. This is where the old stuff is. So I ordered 2 cards that one of them has been reprinted. Jesus Christ. One of them has been reprinted in a commander set, an old commander set. Hasn't been reprinted for a while. The other one, to my knowledge, has never been reprinted. And these are old cards that probably a lot of you have never seen before, at least the green one. So the green one, free release, wow, it's got bent. Let's pull them out and take a look. So, yeah, they got bent in transit. Still, it's not too bad. Once I squish them, they'll get okay. Yeah, he needs to work on his packaging. Okay, free releases wins. 2 green enchantment. Whenever a permanent becomes tapped, put a wind counter on it. Permanents with any wind counters on them do not untap during the controller's untap step. Instead, remove. So this is kind of like temporal. Hang on. Temporal distortion. Temporal distortion came from a later set. I believe it came from Invasion. Temporal distortion is 3 colorless and blue, and whenever permanent becomes tapped, you put an hourglass counter on it. Permanents with hourglass counters on them do not untap during the controller's untap step. Instead, you remove all hourglass counters. So this is, and I don't know why, they basically printed the same card, shifted it to blue, added another mana to it. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Anyway, I thought this would be good in any deck that's running Seedborn Muse. So, and any permanent lands, mana rocks, creatures, anything. You might recall the experiment with Tatyova Benthic Druid, where I had a bunch of things that tapped my creature, all the creatures down. Abyshin's Heavlet Emperor, Bluster Squall, that sort of thing. So, if I put this in, maybe it'll work better because it comes down earlier. Or I could put it into, say, Tyvar, black-green, and whenever my opponent taps their creatures, they can't come at me because Tyvar, he's got 2 creatures, he himself, if... no, he doesn't do it. It's, Dionysus. Wait. I should know this. I really should know this. I should know if fucking Tyvar taps my creatures or not for mana. Let's take a look. Each creature mana ability resolves plus and plus. Okay, so no. So it's only Dionysus, Elvish Archdruid. So Dionysus, Elves you control have whenever the creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it, put a plus and plus count on it. Only once per turn. So with 3 releases wins, I could tap my elves for mana. They would untap and be bigger, and I would have the mana. And then I could employ them for mana again or to attack. But then they would have the wind counters on them. Basically, I got this because I like the art. It's an old Ice Age card. And it's one of those cards where I'm not sure where I would put it. But if I have a deck that needs to slow my opponents down, needs to throttle everybody back a bit, this would go in there. So I'm not sure. I haven't fully thought it through where it's going to go. And then Reigns of Power. This was reprinted in the Commander set, and it's signed. That's the other reason I got this, is it's signed by the artist. So, 2 colors, blue, blue. Instantly, you and target opponent each should tap and gain control of all creatures the other controls until end of turn. Those creatures are unaffected by summoning. They have haste. So, there's a number of ways to use this, and I'm still thinking through where this would go, and when and how would be the most auspicious way to use it. So, for example, I'm being attacked with a bunch of creatures. Well, I could play Reigns of Power, untap all the creatures attacking me, and swap my creatures for my opponent's creatures. What's going to happen in that case? If the creatures are not going to do lethal damage, he's going to block in a way to kill my creatures, right? He's going to do the most unfavorable blocking to me that he can do, because he knows at the end of the turn we're all going to get our creatures back. But I don't have to attack him. I don't have to attack him. Oh, shit. So, you and target opponent each tap gain control of the controls in the turn. So I played on his turn. I get all of his creatures, so I can't attack. But he's already attacking. See, I'm thinking through how this actually works. It's a really funky card. So, if I play this during the combat step, he has already attacked. So basically, it's like fog. He gets my creatures, I get his, and he can't attack again, so my creatures aren't going to be sent into battle because his combat phase is over. If I play this on my turn, I can, 3 players, I can take control of like this guy's creatures, give him my creatures, if he's got a decent army, and attack one of these other guys. So I can send his creatures at that guy over there, and so my creatures don't get killed, they don't get put into the line of fire. That's one way to do it. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. But that's what I got. Nice little stack of old and new, cute and weird. Some are going into decks, definitely. Like, as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to start the video where I show what I'm taking out of some decks. And some of them are just going in the art binder, but they'll probably find a home eventually. Anyway, Reigns of Power. What the hell did I do with it? Who the hell do I give it to?